Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Ninjas. My name is Dale, your guide through this vast crypto universe. Today we're riding into the crypto Wild West called DeFi, where dreams are made and your money fades. Where one tweet from a crypto oracle can turn a sleepy DEX into a market sensation. That's right, I'm talking about Aster, the decentralized exchange powerhouse that's rocketing to fame. Buckle up because this video has innovation, drama, and the man CZ himself. But before we get into the video, make sure to like and subscribe to CryptoNinjas and use our Binance referral code for 20% off trading fees and up to $100 in new user bonus. Thank you very much. First thing first, what is Aster Dex and why is everybody shouting its name like in a Beyonce concert? Well, Aster Dex was launched back in 2025, earlier this year, and this happens with a merger from APX Finance or Apollo and another project called Aster Hub. These two platforms join forces to create a next-gen decentralized exchange or a DEX built for spot as well as perpetual trading. Starting out, the one thing that makes AsterX so unique compared to other exchanges was its feature called the 1001x leverage. Basically, you can trade Bitcoin and Ethereum with a 1000x leverage, okay? So it's insanely degen. You can also trade futures or perpetuals on non-crypto pairs like Forex, commodities, and even stocks like Apple, Amazon, and Tesla. The platform is available on BNB Chain, Ethereum, Arbitrum, and Solana. Initially, Aster doesn't really have anything special to its platform. I mean, we literally have Hyperliquid and other Perp Dexes, right? But the one thing that sets it apart and was initially not discussed enough, but now is the one thing that leads to its success called the dark pool mode, or on the platform called the hidden orders. The idea is in a world full of MEV bots like vampires sucking on the trader's profits, Aster allows you to trade like a ninja. Hey, crypto ninjas, and leave no trace. Okay, so basically invisible orders and visible advantage. No front running, just clean and anonymous execution. The hidden orders feature by AsterX is the best of both worlds. Fully invisible limit orders sitting inside public matching engine, no liquidity fragmentation, zero signaling, execute silently, integrated with central books, lets you defend price levels, avoid slippage, feel faster, smarter, and stealthier. Well, at least this is what advertised. AsterDex, as of right now, has some issues, mostly on the user experience side, that really makes us question about its own capabilities. Like, for example, deposits and withdrawals, which are a nightmare. Users report not receiving their deposits for over 30 minutes and delayed withdrawals as well, even though everything is on chain and confirmed already. This begs the question, like, is Aster really a decentralized exchange or just a centralized exchange disguised as such? Now, the team from Aster did come out and say that, in peak hours, they have to process transactions a little bit late because, high traffic and all that. But still, the people question about the legitimacy of the backend. The token concentration is also another question, where they report about 79% or 77% of Aster tokens sits in three major wallets, likely from the team wallet, sparking rug pull debates and fears with 80% supply control at the launch, right? But other people think that because of this, it is a good thing, because there's gonna be no major selling pressure and the team can basically pump Aster to Valhalla, if that happens. And they trust in CZs not to dump on them. Now, personally, I trust in CZ as a founder. And so if he's really guiding this, advising this, leading this team of Aster, I don't think that he's going to dump like 77% or 80% of supply on us. I think that he's going to keep all that in his wallet and keep on holding for ecosystem and whatnot. And most of them are locked anyway, so there's no fear around that. At least that's to me. Now, on the trading side, there are FUD around the liquidity of smaller pairs and even on Bitcoin pairs as well, causing slippage on big trades. And most of the order books are, artificially orchestrated by bots. Now, personally, I haven't seen any confirmation about, of the team or CZ or anybody working from the Aster Dex to say that this is true or not, or they are order books are manipulated or not. But I do see some posts online, uh, you know, about a person making a bot that basically farms like $500 million in trading volume every day, right? From bots. So it's pretty much inflated and artificially orchestrated. And if there's one person doing that, I think there's got to be a lot more. And who to say that the biggest platforms like Hyperliquid, for example, doesn't have bots, right? Running these farming strategies to farm, their airdrop program. And finally, there is one major concerns. Now, this also comes from me regarding their, dark pool technology. What I mean by that is if you, really look at how they execute the trades and how your trades are, then finally public, then you would know what I'm talking about, right? So this technology is basically like hiding your trades in the placing orders and, matching stage, right? But when your orders are executed and you hit, your orders, then all of your details are going to be public, right? And then other people are able to see what your trades look like. So what's the point then? Because I the whole thing about this dark pool technology thing is that I'm supposed to be able to hide my transactions and my trades and my volume size and my leverage and also my liquidation price from the liquidation hunters. Like take James Wynn for example, right? Major Bitcoin major traders, right? He went famous because he has like hundreds of billions of dollars of volume. I don't even know at this point, and his positions are always liquidated. And some people say that he was being liquidation hunted by market makers and whatnot. CZ wanted to build a DEX that allows him to hide his transactions and not be hunted by whales. But if these hidden orders by Aster still shows our transactions and our trades public, they can still see our transactions. What's the whole point of this? But that's just like my understanding about this technology. If I'm wrong in anything, let me know in the replies, okay? But I feel like this is not really the end game for confidential trading. So if you don't know, there is another project called Zama, which has the FHE technology, so fully homomorphic encryption technology that allows for fully private trades from start to finish, from placing limit orders, from matching to executing the trades, to calculating P&Ls, to finally closing the positions and everything. Everything is settled on chain, but in a private way, in ciphertext. So even though it's on chain, nobody can see the actual volume size because it's in a bunch of random ass text, not in numbers, right? So I think that is really the end game for this confidential trading thing and dark pool thing. So if in the future Aster really wants to build like a successful dark pool or hidden order feature, they might have to look at FHE technology and maybe collaborate, because Zama technology is really easy to use. I know that I'm shilling Zama too much, but it's just like a very crazy good technology if you really want to hide your trades online. But the big question is like, why is CZ, the founder of BNB Chain and Binance, shielding this, DEX this much? Whispers in the community said that CZ is intimidated, right, by the growth of Hyperliquid. And it's true, Hyperliquid has taken such a huge amount of volume from Binance and centralized exchanges. I think Hyperliquid at one point has $300 billion in trading volume in like a month, right? So insanely high. And CZ, obviously, I don't think he's afraid of Hyperliquid, and he even mentioned it on a reply somewhere. He said that he's not afraid. Competition is good, and the more competition, the better the Perp Dex and the product is going to be for the users. And I agree with that. But I still think that this is a counter punch from CZ to Hyperliquid, right? He's pushing this, obviously. He's really working on this, or at least he's advising it. I mean, read his latest post, right? Taking a break from Aster and BNB. I mean, it doesn't get clearer than that. What do I think about, Aster? Like about the platform, about the token. So I think first of all, the platform it's a lousy DEX. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In peak hours, is the worst experience. I participated in a token sale on Aster before. Nothing works. Okay, I have to wait like 30 minutes, 40 minutes for my pre-sale token to go through. And in terms of trading, I deposit my money in peak hours, nothing goes through. I withdraw, nothing goes into my wallet, even though it's come from on chain. crazy, right? And in terms of trading on Aster Dex, I trade a few times and it works. My orders get in, get out pretty quickly. I have no issues with that in terms of liquidity. Slippage is all right. It's not too bad, and the fees is free. So I mean, hey, it's great, right? But still, it doesn't really have anything to me that can compete with Hyperliquid. It takes time. Okay, give it time. CZ is a visionary. He's a builder, and he doesn't like losing. All right, all Asians, we don't like losing. So he's gonna build this shit up. He's gonna improve the platform to the best of his ability, and about a year from now, or even 6 months from now, you're not gonna recognize Aster. Okay, there's not gonna be any problems, no issues. So that's what I think the platform is heading to. Okay, now in terms of a token price, so Aster right now is at $1.8. I think it can go up to go down. I'm sorry, to 1.7, even lower than that, maybe to 1.6, 1.5, around this range. And then next month, when Bitcoin recovers, it's gonna full send to about $3 to maybe even $3.5. That's what I think. Now that's short term. Okay, people in the long term, they have crazy expectations. $10, $20, $30, $40. It could be. We don't know how high it can go. I mean, when we're dealing with CZ, BNB reached like $1,000. So in the next, I guess, a few years from now, because it's really a long term. If you look at CZ, he's a long term builder, right? So it takes 4 years for BNB token to reach like $300-$400, and 8 years for it to reach like $1,000. So Aster, I think right now at 1.8, at the end of the year might be $3.5. It's still very much undervalued. I think we're gonna reach at least $5 in 2026, or even if longer than that. And in 3 or 4 years time, we're gonna see Aster at $10, right? So it's really real long term. With CZ, momentum and potential Coinbase listing and Binance Spot listing, I think in October or whatnot, yeah, it's gonna reach $3 potentially, and just leave it running, leave it there, DCA every time it dips, and 3-4 years from now, you're gonna be investing in early in the next BNB, all right, Binance Exchange. Yeah, basically I'm betting on CD. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's it for my video about Aster. So comment down below what you think about this project, about this token. Where do you think it's gonna head to at the end of 2025? Do you think we're going up to like $3, $4, or do you think we're going down to about 1.5 or even $1.2? Okay, let me know what you think. And like and subscribe to CryptoNinjas for more crypto contents like this. And remember to use our Binance referral code for 20% off shipping fee and up to $100 in new user bonus. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and daily out.